Hey there everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name's Chris Orme, and today we're back playing some more Starters Order 7. Now, in the last video, we did okay. We did okay. We got off to a good start with Saffron Fang. A pretty good start with Saffron Fang. Big win in the Kentucky Derby, you know, at a canter, 7 3/4 legs. Just, yeah. Dip down for the Preakness then, half a furlong shorter, of course. Ran in snatches, easily 6 3/4. So yeah, we're hitting those winning marks. We're hitting those sort of course records about as fast as we've ever run the Derby, as fast as we've ever run the Preakness. And I mean, up next is the Belmont. We could be in for a mile 2 to a mile 3 based on our stamina. We've got a tiny bit of distance adaptability, 20% there, might be enough. There's a couple of horses in the Belmont Stakes which could be better over a mile 4 than us. But we're a better horse, so does that make it up? I don't know. Great speed, good acceleration, a good enough start. The stamina is in about as good an area as you can be with a tiny bit of adaptability. We got extra speed, we got some cruising bursts, we got good potential, finish, consistency. Enthusiasm's the only bar, really, that we would like up a little bit more, that's below halfway. Like, a distance adaptability can help, sure. Battling qualities, sure. But we don't normally see those very high. So we're 40% enthusiasm, everything else at least 50 or over. 55 confidence. We've got nearly 60 cruising burst. We've got 85 or 86 extra speed. Deterioration's high, but that's fine. We only need to win as a 3-year-old to win the Triple Crown. So that's never a bar that I overly worry is too large. I just think it works for us. And if it works for us, it works for us. And that's great. And high consistency is always a bonus as well, full finish. We don't worry about the ground we run on. All in all, very, very doable. As you can see, though, we do have some races before that. And in fact, we actually have 18 races booked right now. We've got 18 of our 19 horses that I actually managed to find a race for, which I didn't think. The only one that doesn't make it is Kingsville. Windsor Maiden goes up for sale, $836,700. We put him in a grade 2, comes through with flying colours, just dominates. Grade 2 is a 2-year-old with 99 rating. He can fill his potential with another race. We're going to see what else shows up. Some things to like, some things to dislike, but already doing a good thing or two as a 2-year-old. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with him. But we've got a big day coming up to begin with. We've got Bellmaker, Keynes, Alliance, and Battled At back again. None of them won their last runs. All 3 of them were unbeaten going into the last race, and we had 4th, 2nd, and 2nd respectively. This is a test to see if they still hold up to those high lofty standards that we compare our horses to. Aztec Shine gets a chance to improve. British Lady gets a 2nd run. Cuckoo, Fang, and Sweet all run to preserve a very good season. British Sweet's not unbeaten, the other 2 are this season. And then come Angel trying to look for her first win of the season. And what's interesting about that one is we're actually moving up to 6 furlongs. And we'll see if we can do a little bit better at 6. It's a grade 1. Don't hold your breath on that one. But distance is going to be something I'm looking for there. And just how quick we can be. Just how far we can get. Then it's down to a bunch of 2-year-olds. Down like that runs in the middle. Got another chance to impress us. Which it has been doing. But we got everybody running then as a 2-year-old throughout the next sort of week or so. Higgy Forest just towards the end of that. Another test to rebound back. Can they hold up to the lofty sort of standards we've held him to over the last few years. Let's not forget, we came really close to a 140, and now we've fallen off. So I want to see, up to a mile 2, can Higgy still kick it, just like we're testing at the beginning here, these 3 horses. We're kind of testing Higgy, and then Mirage gets a run out at the end of things. There's a lot of grade 1s, there's a lot of graded races. I think everything here is some form of graded race. So there's a lot to be won here, a lot of tests, some changes in terms of distance, which may or may not suit, and not too far away, the third leg of the Triple Crown that we have dominated so far. So the races are booked. We're about to begin. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, take your seats and enjoy the racing. And fingers crossed it's a good day, because if things start going badly, I'm gonna panic. I can feel it now. I just want to do well. I want these horses to live up to what they can. And we're starting out with some testers. Bellamaker, Kane's Alliance, and Battle Dat. And we should be in the 3 first races. Okay. I wasn't going to run Kane's Alliance in this one. I wanted to run somebody else. But I decided that we could probably do both, because there was the late race. I'll get to that when we get there. It's the final race that we've got. But I was umming and ahhing what to do. But it opened up enough that, as I say, only Kingsmere, the best sort of graded 2-year-old we have, with a single grade 2 win, the highest rated 2-year-old we have, is the only one not racing today. So I didn't have to hold anyone out. But this is one I thought that maybe Kane's Alliance would go into the breeding barn now. But I agree with a couple of comments that have come in about Kane's Alliance. And talking to a few people on Twitter and on Discord, there's a lot of these horses that people really like. But I was told, to persevere with Kane's Alliance, and I wasn't going to. I wasn't going to run Kane as a 4-year-old. But I did, and she's come good. And Phil, in the comment section, perseverance pays off with Kane's Alliance. It was only a matter of time with those stats. Good start to an intriguing looking season. And I've got to agree there, Phil. I've got to agree. The stats were way too good for the horse not to win eventually. And I think the thing that I was overlooking myself is the maturity rate, which is easier to do because a grey bar really isn't the easiest thing to spot. So I'm going to look into seeing if I can mod that somehow, and if I can make it like a dark blue or a bright yellow, or just something that's going to stand out here. Maybe even turn it black, or just a darker grey. But that maturity rate, that's normally how long it'll take. The fuller the bar is how long it takes for the horse to get good. We ran as a 2-year-old, 3-year-old. I was not impressed. End of the 3-year-old season, we came second in that grade 1. But we're very, very hit and miss as a young horse. And these are races I thought we should absolutely smash at the time. And we're kind of not getting things going. And then 4-year-olds, still, that's a high maturity bar. Probably runs better at 5 and 6 if I'm completely honest. But we're starting to get into things a little bit more. We take that, we win 2 back-to-back very difficult places to win. Saudi Arabia and South Africa. We win both those. And then we come back home. And I'm not sure about that firm track maybe holding us up. We like a good track. I'm not entirely sure there kind of what came into play, but we didn't quite win. So, yeah, it's good that we've kept faith with Kane's Alliance, and the longer we do, because of that maturity bar, perhaps, just perhaps, the better she will end up being. So my plan is to race her through until about October this year, put her into the breeding barn, get her bred up to Janud like everybody else, I believe, has been already this season. And that gives her a good time racing, and it gives her a very good chance then of being able to keep spurting out foals every year. That's a horrible way to term it, but it's what came to mind. It didn't even come to mind, it just came out my mouth. I apologize for that. But yeah, keep foaling these yearlings that still might be very good. Terrible start out of the gate, like 2 or 3 lengths back, but we're in decent position down the back stretch here. We're going to run this turn, flurry of hands. They're bagging a beer on the outside. Teacher Preacher's coming into it. The final 2 furlongs. We know where the class of this field. We know Teacher Preacher has an absolute godly finish. It's a terrible jockey work. We ran outside of Flurry of Hands and then back in behind it against the rail where there was no room, then back outside, plus that poor start. Teacher Preacher will cruise to the win here. Second place, Himdamore coming through. That nice grey there with a good run up into third. We hold on to second. Yeah. Like 2 lengths for missing the break easily. Another length, perhaps, length and a half for that poor jockey work down the home straight. I don't know why. Step out into your lane. It's a straight. Step out and go. Don't step out, go back in behind, and then step out and then not have anything left to go, especially after a dismal start. So, a little bit unlucky the way we were run. A little bit unlucky with the start we got. Even then, I think Teacher Preacher would have been tough today. And I wonder as well about Teacher Preacher being another horse which perhaps has a high maturity rate. Because early on, I thought, okay, this horse is amazing as a 2-year-old. But it wasn't in Grade 1 races. Then it ran a good Grade 1 race, and I thought, oh my god, this is the genuine article. And then we came into Triple Crown, and okay at a mile, I guess, there, but then really bad at a mile, and throughout the Triple Crown sort of period, I was like, okay, this horse is not top quality. And then at the end of that 3-year-old season, start of the 4-year-old season, we're seeing a lot of improvement as it gains distance, and now we're starting to see a little bit more. Okay, Dubai World Turf, that's tough. That's a big race. That's difficult. But Gulfstream almost gets it done. Does well at Abdulaziz. Gets the Yusuf Nagi Motos. Gets the PK QE2. And then gets the Gamely here. Also, we'll be running in the Prince of Wales. We will be competing for that against them. It won't be Kane's Alliance. It'll be a different horse. That's not bad, though. It's not a bad run. I wouldn't be surprised to see us go down in... maybe go down in terms of a handicap rating after that one. It was not a great race for us. We should have done better. So, Kane's Alliance with the second place. Not bad. Was never going to get up there, sadly. Battledite. Wow. Hallidite won this last year. Battledite's up this year for the Shoemaker. I think it just fits really well, and it's a horse that I really like, and we haven't had that many stumbles. We went abroad and came second. We didn't win a Grade 3 as our debut performance, but like 6 wins. Like, that was pretty good. I don't know. I'm really praying Battle Dad turns out to be that superstar miler type of horse. So we're going to run again. We're against Way for Life. Very good horse. They'll probably be favourite considering we didn't win last time. So expect to see them up there. Lochbar's a decent horse as well. And in Roller, of course, in those grey silks with the red arms. Wait for Life up with us at the front. Enroller on the rail towards the rear. Jack Day now creeping up alongside us. We got Lockbar in the purple silks, Pinkstone in greens, and then Whaley in the dark silks on the outside. Again, I don't think we've run too badly this time. We seem to be in a decent position. 2 furlongs from home. We've kicked out just past Way for Life, so we've got our own lane to run in. Enrollers on the outside, Lockbar there as well. They're probably going to come from deep. Jack Day holding up Lockbar, which is really good for us. Half a furlong from home. We kick on now, past Way for Life, driving for deep, getting in here. Enroller, Jack Day actually having a very good run. They'll be 4th and 3rd respectively. Way for Life holds on to 2nd. And wow. I really thought they'd fall off, but what a good horse they've been. They're still kicking on. We raced freely, but we're still up there. There's a very decent run, and apparently my cat's a fan of that one. Oh, if you do hear noises in the background, cats meowing, then, yeah. She's trying to get my attention because I'm on the computer. She doesn't seem to like me doing that, so... Oh, well. Let's carry on, though, with a good run. 126, that's not a bad rating. It's only a slight increase. Yeah, and we didn't gain any potentials. I think we're locked in pretty much where we are, just below that 80 mark. But a good run, a good win over a very good horse that maybe starting to tail off a little bit. But Battle Dad comes back there. That's a pretty good run. Who else is running today? Who else is running today? Adam DeBolio's here. Starboard bow to the end of the earth. Okay. Not the most stacked lineup, which is good. But some good horses. Some good horses. Okay. Battle makeup. It's up to you. It's up to you. Very nice looking horse again. Hasn't quite produced as much as I wanted him to. He's... I don't know. He's one of those that at 3-year-old I really thought would be hitting the 140 mark and getting 10 Group 1 wins easily. I just thought that was going to happen. And we've come close on both. 137, 8 Group 1 wins. But yeah. It's just not come together as much as it could have. Let's see how we get off here then. I mean, that's not a bad start there. We're on the outside. To the end of the earth up front with... You could be looking at Bolio. I don't know why that didn't kick in sooner. Pearlcatcher is back there as well with Emperor Jones. We've got Russian Winder, Barley Cracker, Mazuka Nova, the starboard bow currently at the rear. We're quite deep outside here. We're going to come up a little bit here down the back stretch, make our way up, ready for the turn. But it looks like we're just going to be fighting a little bit down the final 2 furlongs. We put a lot of work on to get into position. You could be lucky is up. Adam DeBolio held up behind the end to the end of the earth, which is really good. Now they kick on. Now Adam DeBolio goes free. Half a furlong to go. We're just edging out to the end of the earth. Adam DeBolio was held up. Are they going to come through at the end? Point 1 says no. We had the lead there just over that final 10th of a furlong. And we just get it up over the line. It's a good win. But I'll tell you something. I think Adam DeBolio wins that. If he doesn't get held up. So pretty good run there. For Bellmaker. Like I said. It's a horse I really want to see do well. But I do think that Aaron Bolio might have been in a better position normally, and I don't know if we go ahead and win that one then. And I don't think there's anything else really good in terms of horses I'm watching or big races I'm interested in for the rest of the day, sadly. Okay. So, couple of wins and a second place. I mean, that's pretty good so far. That's pretty good so far, even if I don't think we deserved that win. The second we got, I think, was pretty unlucky too. And so, in that case, perhaps, just maybe they cancelled each other out. Maybe. I'm not entirely convinced. Apologies about that. I don't think I'd back any of my horses, though, against my cat, who is zooming about the place. So, yeah. Things getting a little bit crazy in the background. But hopefully she'll calm down a little as we move on to a Friday auction where there's sadly nothing again. There never seems to be very much. Okay, Aztec Shine. This one might be interesting. I got no idea what we're going to do here. I think we should win. We're slightly high weight because we're, we've won a grade 3 before. This isn't anything new. We don't know the field. It doesn't look amazing. But you just can never tell. 1 mile for Aztec Shine. Step up from the 7 furlongs that he's used to running. In theory, this should be a nice race where, okay, we didn't start too great there, which is a little disappointing. I won't lie, but we're straight to the front. Caprisky on our outside, back to Sud Pacific, and then Nordwind and Pathfinder at the rear. But it looks like we're content to stay at the front here. We want to lead the race, it seems. We don't want to be a stalker. We're not letting Caprisky get up there at all. We're going really early, it seems. Sud Pacific is out of the picture. We're going to zoom really far out just in case we continue to lengthen to see if anything comes up from deep. And Nordwind will be making a charge here. They're up into third. They're on the outside of Sud Pacific. We're going to come in here then quite strongly. Nice little run. That's what I expected, and that's what we got. Nordwind to Sud Pacific. Pathfinder was a decent sort of length behind there. And right at the back, Caprisky with a good run. Very nice early sort of run. Probably better off on a shorter distance there. So it looks like we cooled off the last, say, furlong and a half. We could have probably run a little bit stronger there than we had to. 6 lengths. Second grade 3. That's what I wanted. That's the kind of performance I wanted. But I didn't know if we'd get. We only move up to a 117. But you can see that we're a very solid horse. And my mistake, that's actually the third grade 3 for Aztec Shine. So yeah, solid win at 7. We got another solid win there. We move up to a mile, and not the greatest field, but a big margin of victory. And we just got short-headed out 7 furlong grade 2 after dwelling. So there is that. But yeah, I think a mile, we move up to a mile with Aztec Shine. Him and Battle Dap might be the 2 milers that we run with. Keep that Cuckoo down at 7 furlongs. I think that might suit that Cuckoo a little better. But bringing up Aztec Shine, I don't think is a bad thing at all. And we got a proof of that today. Now, whether it's grade 1 level, I don't know. That's going to be the question mark. So a grade 2 mile or a grade 1 mile probably up next for them. Pretty good, though. I don't think there's any real big races today. It's not a big race meeting at all, so we can jump out of that one. Penultimate days before the big one just round the corner. The main focus of this video comes near the midpoint of our races. First up, though, British Lady. I've got faith. I have faith. Oh, dark blue circle, knocking my faith. Knocking my faith. It also happened on the Maiden. It was a huge win. Hoping we can carry that through now to 7 furlongs. Not the greatest looking horse in terms of these secondary stats here. But I don't know. I kind of like the horse. I think it's definitely got what it takes. We're going to try 7 furlongs today and see if we can get things done. There weren't really mile races, so British Pearl, British Lady, and I, the Battler, all go at slightly reduced 7 furlongs. I don't think any's at 7.5. I really don't. We'll be tipped here. We'll be very calm. Okay, so we're not going to be... That's okay. We're not going to be lazy, but we're going to be very calm. And all we've got under us is a Maiden. 7 furlong test of distance. Grade 3. Maybe not the greatest field in the world, but enough competition to see exactly how good our horse is, I feel. Hotel California on the outside into Science Fiction, then out back to us in 3rd place with American Smooth just on our flank. We've got For Non-Stop and Dunrow Boy now coming round the outside. 2 from home, we're almost in a line of 6. For Non-Stop going well out in front. British Lady gives up the lane, goes inside, is going to get blocked off over the final furlong. There's going to be no room down the inside. We've got to come back out to our original lane. By now the race is over. We go all the way round the outside because the jockey wanted to go to the inside early. And that is a terrible race, and I'm not even going to finish. Not even going to finish. Yes, the horse is lazy, but that's a really bad jockey performance. That is absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible. We're 6 across in a line almost. We're slightly out of that line, but for a while on the diagonal, it was 5 or 6 of us on the line together going into that final 2 furlongs. And instead of sticking there and going, the jockey held back the horse, moved to the inside, and immediately got blocked off. Then it has come all the way around the outside, far too late to be a factor. There might be an element of wanting to run a mile instead of 7 furlongs, but my God, that was abysmal. That was abysmal. I'm very disappointed. 102, that's pretty good. We gain 5 more ability, so we hit our 70 marker, which is good. Oh... But I'm disappointed. I really thought there was much, much more there. Yeah, I don't really like those sires and dams there. I don't think there's anything really of note. So, okay. We have had, in 5 races, 3 wins. 2 of which were well-deserved. 1 which was easy. 1 of which was nice. one of which was probably fortunate, a little bit fortunate. And then the second place was unfortunate. And that third place was, again, unfortunate, but not really to the point of being sort of costing us the race so much as costing us the chance to run. So yeah. Okay, we got a big day today though. British Sweets is going to run in the Woodbine Oaks over on mile 1. Should like that distance, should be amongst the best in that field. That's a 3:45. Before that, we start off with a pair of interesting races as well. Dak Cuckoo running over 7 furlongs where they like to run, the Woody Stevens at Belmont, followed up by the Jaipur where Com Angel runs at 6 furlongs. So a step up from 5 there. Again, another nice horse that I do like, that I just hope can make that extra bit of distance. And the 5 o'clock race, the big one, we'll get to that. We will get to that. So that Cuckoo opens us up. I can see why we're favourites. I can see why other horses are going to be like really tough to beat though. Like Westlife's got a great record. Crystal Gal's pretty good there. Opera Prince, Glacial Rambler, grade 1. Katie's Toot, another grade 1. Not as good form, but they're good. They'll be the 2 high rated as well. They'll be in and amongst the runners here. Opera Prince, definitely another favourite in this race. Crystal Gal, down a little bit. Only won a grade 3, but I think, yeah, she didn't make the step up to grade 2 very well. That's probably why. And Westlife, I don't know. Very, very little information. We're going to be in the mix here. Looks like Capria sweating badly. Katie Stute does a little lazy. Glacial Rambler slightly agitated. So that's a little knock on the 2 grade 1s. We're moving well. We're very fit. And we're primed to go. Doesn't get much better than that in terms of the paddock. So excuse me, I need to cough. Oh, that's better. A little cough. A little water. So yeah, we should win. We should win, but this is going to be a test. It's going to be a little bit of a test. So, a little step up here, 7 furlong, grade 1. As I say, distance should suit us. We're probably the best grade 2 in the field. The 2 grade 1's a little bit of a knock. It's not a bad start at all for us. Opera Prince goes to the front. Glacial Rambler there in the grey silks on the inside. Crystal Gal on the outside. Then Katie's Tutor coming through quite nicely. Starting to fall down a little bit. Tropical Heights is up there as well. Westlife, Kiama Bay. We are in the mix. We have a lane to run. And we're going to go wide. Take the long trip round. Westlife just on our outside. Coming up deep here is Bal de Foix. Down to the final 1 furlong. And we're not really making an impact. Glacial Rambler pulling away. Katie's Tutor. Opera Prince is up there. Now we're coming through strongly. Is it going to be enough? 0.2, 0.1. And Glacial Rambler will hold on. Oh. Just ahead. We didn't go early enough, really, for my money. I think we were a bit too far back. There was like 6 horses up front, I think. There were 2 leaders, and then there was the 4 chasers. And then we were behind everybody. So we were quite far back early on. And we might be a very good closer. And we might have the pace and everything to, like, get back up there and get the job done. But yeah, I would have been much happier seeing us run that more as a stalker and really kicking on like a furlong from home. 1.5 to a furlong. Not half a furlong from home. with a little bit too much to make up. I felt we left it way too late to make any kind of impact. So we miss out on the chance here to get our grade 1. Oh. Yeah, not great. That is a shame. I really thought we had it there, but we're right in between the 2 grade 1 winners. Although I don't think they're great horses, and we couldn't get the job done, so... And yeah, looks like we do like a mile, so... Okay, the one of the 3 that I held at 7 furlongs instead of pushing up to a mile. Like, Battle that suits a mile. Aztec Shine might suit a mile. And it now looks like that Cuckoo will be more competitive over a mile, so... Getting those loggerheads in there. Battle that, my favourite of the 3, but might have to go into the breeding barn early just because we need to give these 2 races, perhaps. Or we decide between Aztec Shine and that Cuckoo, which I don't know if I want to do, because that'll be tough. That'll be tough. Probably that Cuckoo, but that will be tough. So not the best of starts, but okay. We've got another shot here. The Giant grade 1. So many grade 1s in this. So many grade 1s. Well, one of the young ones, us and Rain Delayed. And then you got Walt Starling, who is the only other, seems, grade 3. There are no grade 2s. There are no ungraded. You have some good horses here. Ocean Mist is here. Jana, Gwen John, Holly Hayes, Indian Trail, Prodigality, Colzium, Quickly, and Paleo Square. Of those, I quite like Colzium. I don't think they've run the best this season, but I remember them sort of from a couple of years ago. They look to be decent. Indian Trail, similar. Probably aged past that dangerous phase. Holly Hayes, probably best form, top rated, might be the horse to beat. And of course, Ocean Mist is just a nice name that we know. Yeah, Holly Hayes and Colzium, probably my top 2 in this. Probably my top 2 in this as well. Tipsters have got it up there. Betting's got it up there. This is a huge step up. This is a huge step up for Come Angel. So we're not expecting everything here. I'd like a good run. I'd like a very good run, a big jump in potential, fill some of that ability. I'd like that. So, 6 furlong Jaipur, grade 1 for 3-year-olds and above. We're one of only 2 3-year-olds in this field. We're stepping up from 5 to 6 furlongs, from a grade 3 to grade 1. And Come Angel does not respect the field, wants to go to the front and show them how to run a race. That could be a mistake. We don't know. Quickly is there with Colzium. Rain Delayed as well. Holly Hayes and the Green Silks keeping in touch down to the final furlong. Here comes Quickly. Colzium fading now. The grey not really in it at this stage. Down to the final half a furlong. Holly's coming through, but here comes Walt Starling. 0.2, 0.1 from the front all the way, stealing the race. Come Angel with a big win. We did not expect that today. We did not expect that today. Some of these races that have gone against us have been tough to take. But now and again, you get a big result you're not expecting. Come Angel with a big step up in terms of quality there. 20-1 outsider for this race. Let's go. Let's go. Made the trip to 6. Made the jump to grade 1. 116. Come on, that's got to be good. 120. I've been at 126, 127, 122, 123, 120. Like, multiple grade 1 winners with a grade 3 horse that's much younger. We dominate the entire race front to finish. Like, how is that a 4-point jump in rating? How is that a 4-point jump? we get no respect. We get no respect. But we do get a grade 1. We do get a grade 1. Okay, 6 furlong. Seems to be on the cards. 5 furlongs, sure. We can run 5 furlongs, but 6 furlongs seems to be on the cards, y'all. And we were 65 ability. 65 or a 95. Oh, we only jumped a 70. It's a small jump. Small jump in rating. Small jump in potential getting filled. I think that deserved more. I think that deserved more. I think that deserved more. I think we can run 5 and 6 at a mile. At a grade 1 level. I'm very, very impressed there. So a little bit of a unlucky race to open us up, but then an impressive display in grade 1 category there for Comangel. Can I look past Menina here? Not really. There's some good horses, but Menina should take. Yeah, decent win. Decent win. Keep an eye on Menina. Comes up in a breeding auction. You know we're going after it. You know we're going after it. The Acorn. 3-year-old fillies. Now, this was one. This was one that a couple of horses nearly went in. This is one a couple of horses nearly went in. And I wish we had, because that doesn't look like a great field. I would pick... I don't like the grade 1s here. I really don't. Always on my mind's favourite. Odyssey, maybe. Always on my mind. Solid win. Favourite wins. I didn't want to pick the favourite. Okay. Wow. Interesting race. I wish that one of those 2 British horses wasn't there, and instead, let's say a South African horse. Or a Dubai horse, because that would have been brilliant to have like one of each nation represented. But we got 2 Brits, Humble Gift and Sir Hollow, the grade 2s. We got Stony Path from Ireland. We got Florence Bray from Saudi Arabia. We got a French horse with a Welsh name, which is kind of interesting. So we'll see Festinog, the French horse, run today, who looks to be a little bit warm, perhaps. And then we've got the grade 1 high rated just behind us, though, Ricardona from Canada. Yeah, we're tipped, we're backed, we're facing a decent field, but Festinog seems to be kind of out of it. Everyone else looks okay. I'm interested to see what Ricardona can do here. I kind of feel this is a 2-horse race, but don't discount anybody, realistically. It's one of those races anyone can do, but the domestic grade 1 that's right up there with us, Ricardona, might be the spoiler today. The Woodbine Oaks here in Canada at Woodbine. Grade 1, 3-year-olds on dirt, 1 mile, 1 furlong. We're off okay on the inside there. Not too bad of a start. Ricardona up with Humble Gift at the front. Stony Path and Florence Bray. And then Festinog is here on the outside of Sir Hollow. We went to the inside. Looks like we're going to get blocked off quite badly unless we find the path through. Looks like one's opened up for us if we want to take it. Looks like we're going to have to come battle through the field and back to where I thought the original path was. Inside 2 now. Ricardona heading for home on one of its home racetracks. We're up from just south. We got the final furlong. They're kicking on. We're holding position. We're not really jumping up yet. Half a furlong. Let's go, British Sweet. Spoil the homecoming. It's not going to happen. Ricardona's going to take it. As I thought, we'll be the 2-class horses in this field. And the homebred horse comes through. Good run. Apart from that sort of setup phase around 3 to 2 furlongs, I don't think we got into position well enough. I think we started off in a good position. I thought we had a lane just to run forward through. But the jockey wanted to go a different way, and then... Or the horse wanted to go a different way, I don't know. And then we ended up going all the way back inside to roughly the same path. We went inside one extra horse that we could have easily gone back outside of. So, yeah, bit disappointed in the run today again. I think that's another grade 1 left on the track. But I can understand why. I can understand why they're at Woodbine, the domestic horse, Riccadonna. You know, they came through. They did well. We hold our 117. We don't get that second rating increase at all that we were looking for. First time we've held our rating so far. We don't get the second grade 1 either. And we don't gain potential. So a second place, $115,000. But British Sweet is exactly the same as before that race, which is really disappointing for such a good run, such a competitive run. That's disappointing. To the End of the Earth is in here. Lady Broughton, a beer, Pinkstone. Some good grade 2s though. Some good grade 2s. Darebag, Him the More, looking good form. Mizukanova, apart from that last race, was in good form. If I had to pick, Him the More, To the End of the Earth, and Darebag might be amongst my top 3, although Beer's dangerous. Wow, Kazan Lady. Kazan Lady steps up. Good run. Did not see that one coming. Okay. Good race, though. Good race. Oh, but let's not pretend. Let's not pretend. This is what we're here for. This is what we're here for. Fickle is back. Fickle is back. Second place in the Derby. Dropped down. Obviously, likes a little longer. Maybe around a mile 2 actually suits. Maybe a mile 3. In which case, it'd be right there with us. But it was quite far back. Looks like Sin Time, Spartan Dance, Miznap, Okidori, and Fickle all in this from the Derby. Preakness, Fickle, Okidori, Perfect Nap, Miznap. So, yeah, Fickle's back in. Lolita's Gold is a grade 2 that might have good distance. Can't rule it out, but should be one of the worst horses in the field. I don't know. I don't know. I've got a feeling it's us, Miznap, and Fickle. Like, it should be. They're second, fifth, and fourth second. So they both got beaten for a leg of the Triple Crown by us. By some distance. And then finished fourth and fifth respectively in the other race. I cannot see anyone here being better than us. I can see other people being more on distance than us, which might make the difference. I can see the jockey not performing well. I can see the horse maybe not performing to full standards. And I could see us getting blocked off or injury or something could cost us this one. But I do think something would have to cost us. Miznap's the only tipped horse here. What are you doing, Eddie? Like, what are you all doing? Where's Saffron Bang? Like, why aren't we tipped? No, I'm worried. I should not have looked. Perfect Act might not be a factor. But what? Why are we not tipped? Why are we not tipped? Okay, that's some Miznap joint favourites. Does that change at the line? We drop down to third. Oh my god, the disrespect. They don't think we've got distance. The game doesn't think we've got distance. Oh, I should not have looked. I should have gone into the race. I was full of confidence. I was looking forward to this one. Now there's so many questions about why aren't we tipped? Why aren't we favourite? Do we have the distance? What's going to happen? Oh, 1 mile, 4 furlong Belmont Stakes. Grade 1s for 3-year-olds on dirt. The third of the 3 Triple Crown races. Rounds 1 and 2, the Kentucky Derby and the Preakness, run and won by Saffron Fang. And yet they are not favourite and not tipped to win here at Belmont Park. So we come back up here to the starting gate. We see ourselves here. The number 6 horse out okay, it seems. 1 or 2 dark horses in this field. And we're going to slip over towards the back with Okidori. We've got Fickle on the outside. Spartan Dance is there. We've got Lolita's Gold on the inside. Perfect Act on the outside of us as we move up a little in the field. Sin Time will lead us out from Miznap. The grey on the inside against the rail. Probably the most dangerous horse in the field, apart from this black horse on the outside. Fickle. Those are the 3 I expect. The 2 black horses and that dark blue silk grey. They should be the first 3 across the line here unless something goes wrong and distance happens. I don't know. Saffron Fang starting to make a run now. 2 furlongs from home down towards that 1.5 marker. Chewing up the ground, pushing past Miznap. Sin Time is still there though. We'll lead by about a length as we come up to the final furlong marker. Fickle making moves now up into 4th place, but driving for home inside the final half a furlong, pushing past Sin Time, and not a huge distance, but claiming the Triple Crown corn. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, unless the stewards pull this away, and I don't see any reason why, your Triple Crown winner is Saffron Fang. Oh, 2 1/4. 2 1/4. Fickle didn't get up. Okidori ran okay. I expected them to run okay. Sin Time impressed me. That was one of the 2 that I thought might have distance for this. And they came up and proved it. But Saffron Fang wins all 3 legs of the Belmont. Fickle is second in the Kentucky Derby, picks up 2 5th-place finishes in the others. Very decent filly. Wouldn't mind taking a look at her if she heads to a breeding auction or a Friday auction or something. Might be interested in picking her up. She has not won a Grade 1, but she would have won the Derby if it wasn't for us. Interested to see what she does from here on out. Miznap, second in the Preakness, third in the Belmont, 4th in the Kentucky Derby. Already got 4 Grade 1 wins. Very decent horse. Again, if she comes available, breeding Friday, whatever auction, you best believe we are going in. And now Sin Time. Couple of Group 1 wins there. Did not run well in the Kentucky Derby at all. Didn't go to the Preakness. Knew they wouldn't have the distance. And when it comes back up, Sin Time comes through. Again, gonna take a look. And something I think's interesting. Sin Time are of marvelous value. Like, I really like marvelous value. I think it's one of a number of really good horses that we didn't manage to breed from. We did initially, but then the lost footage situation. But we didn't manage to breed from in this sale, so we haven't seen any of the foals. We do have them on one of the transfer lists, though. But I really like that. Produced in time right up there in the Belmont. And then Miznap is out of Mr. Music Master, who is an interesting horse that I think we might want to take a look at. So Fairy Flight is okay. You know? It's okay. Wasn't good enough to keep for us. But Mr. Music Master. Interesting horse. 2 grade 1s, 3 grade 1s. Ms. Naps won 4 grade 1s. Could have easily been 5 or 6 different days. We're not in those races. And the best thing for me is they're all fillies. They're all fillies. Okidori, I kind of like to take a look as well. 3rd, 4th, 4th. Grade 2, 2 wins. Grade 1, 2 wins. Out of Rey Mysterio, who we have bred once too, but who has some good grade 1 winners. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot to like. Here's Marie Mysterio out of Marie W and Rey Mysterio. It's really not bad. It's really not bad. So Rey Mysterio, again, another one we could breed from. But Okidori, another one to keep an eye on. Very interesting race with a field like that we could be honestly really excited to see in the breeding barn at some point. Whether we can add them or not, who knows? Like, seriously, who knows? But all that really matters is Saffron Fang keeps the streak alive. Wrong distance and too early to go for a grade 3. Didn't miss by much. Wins the Maiden by 3 whole lengths. Steps up to grade 2, wins by 6. Florida Derby, dwelt 6 1/4. Kentucky Derby, big race. The race for 3-year-olds in America. 7 3/4 at a canter. Preakness, ran in snatches, restrained early on, 6 3/4 without an issue. And then steps up to the Belmont, and again pushed towards the back, out of trouble, and comes through just 2 1/4 length. Compared to the other races, it seems like a tiny margin. But what a run. What a horse. What a horse. Ortiz agrees with me. Travers is a big race. And there's that Breeders' Cup. There's the Breeders' Cup. Yeah. See if we can go for the Grand Slam. We got the Triple Crown. Grand Slam perhaps coming up for Saffron Fang. But that bloodline all the way back to Mariana. You think about it, Mariana gives us Marie W. It gives us Tachyana. It gives us Saffronana. Saffronana and that Fang give us Saffron Fang. That bloodline, this entire save, pretty much the top horse every single time has come via Mariana one way or another. Absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. We found our key bloodline for the save. And I love it. I love it. I love it. Mother and daughter. Triple Crown winners. Saffronana in 22. Saffron Fang in 26. 4 years apart. But yeah. Dam and Colt back to back. Did I say mother and daughter? I think I might have done. That's just caught me. Yeah, okay. And yeah, that's where we're going to leave it on an unbelievable run by Saffron Fang. Just such a good-looking horse. Like, and as good as we look here, we look even better on the racetrack. I'm just utterly delighted with what we've seen so far. From the Florida Derby forward, like, these 4 races have been really good. As I say, you could put the Travers in there. You could put maybe the Belmont Invitational on there. You could put the Breeders' Cup on there and maybe round out a perfect 3-year-old season. I think Breeders' Cup has to be there for the Grand Slam. The Travers is one of the big races as well. We maybe put that in. So, yeah, we're not done yet with Saffron Fang. But my God, what a horse we have. What a bloodline we've had. And what a pleasure I've had watching it run. Thank you very much for being a part of the journey with me. Let me know what you think about Saffron Fang and the rest of the horses we've got here. We've got plenty of races already booked for the next video. We've got a couple of weeks there full of interesting stuff to see. But the big 3 are done. And all of them have been won. Saffron Fang follows in his mother's footstep. What a horse. What a bloodline. What a save. Oh, I'm having great fun. I hope you are too. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, take care. Behave. I'll see you very soon. Join the Discord. Link is in the description. And yeah, like, comment, subscribe. You know the drill. But thank you very much for the support. And I'll be seeing you very soon for more fun and games here from the Not For Long stables, as legends continue to be made.